Howdy, DragonSoul players. This is ErgotProxy coming to you with some more DragonSoul tips and tricks. This is another segment of my Toon profile series, this time examining an oldie but goodie. She is still highly underutilized by some players, so I thought talking about her today would be good. So first and foremost, things to think about in Spirit Wolf. She's obviously a magic damage creature, or rather hero. She does no kind of physical damage. So quickly taking a look at her recommended runes, you'll see a river set or an ocean set. As with most heroes that do just an insane amount of magic damage, ocean set might seem appealing, but if you can't get off those various spells, if you can't cast them, they're not very good. So often river is the rune set you want to go with. Of course, once you've got river, you can complement her with a tree set. Now DragonSoul recommends a mist set for her for magic resist, but that really doesn't make sense. If you check out her gear, at this point she's got pretty high magic resist and pretty high armor as well. I have some other buffs coming from some of the runes that I'll take a look at in a second. But really, you just want to bump up her health, which is why I have the tree set. So super stats for her are expertise, cooldown reduction, starting energy. Great stats are skill power, magic penetration, fury, and intellect. All of these are offensive categories. So obviously she's tuned to hit hard. And then we've got stuff down here like health, armor, dodge, which is prevent her from dying. And then crit rating, conservation, disables, and piercing damage, so a bit more offensive stuff. So, of course, thinking about what you want in her keystone, skill power is something you can put into a rune. Intellect is not, and in fact, if you look at the various options for her that are offered under runes, it's skill power, intellect, health, crit rating, crit damage, and starting energy. So you can't work on intellect, but you can work on the others, aside from expertise. And I don't remember if she actually has cooldown reduction. I don't believe so, as one of the potential keystones. So let's take a look at how I've ruined her. So I got her a new keystone today. I was not happy with what she had before. It was good, but not great. So if you take a look at what she's got now, she's got starting energy, which of course will help her get going, intellect growth, and max health growth. On top, I've put a bunch of skill power growth, and you'll notice that she's also got health and fury going on. Those are really going to help her out and cast her spells. And expertise is, of course, one of her great stats. On the other side, I've got expertise as a secondary for her skill power, armor growth, magic resist, so that helps out a little bit. Improve healing, I believe, is being wasted with her. Taking a look at her minor runes, you've got cooldown reduction, which is great for her. Bonus crit damage, also very good. Magic penetration, great. Healing's a bit wasted. Armor penetration growth here is wasted, but it's okay. It's a secondary. We've got magic penetration growth here. Crit rating, cooldown, fury, all awesome for her. Expertise, magic penetration, and accuracy. Slashing damage obviously is being wasted. So she's going to have some decent health. She's going to have some strong magic. Her expertise buffs, right now she's up to over basically 11 over her. I'm currently level 107 and the server cap is 115. So she can mesmerize any of the characters for any of the players in the server. So she's amazing, particularly when combined with Bone Dragon, and you'll see that, of course, both in Crypt as well as in Colosseum. She makes for an amazing defense. One of the things you'll notice when you can easily combine her with Bone Dragon, she has 60% extra, or I guess she adds 60% extra to his energy suck skill and any other debuff that you pair her with. So this is one of my favorite teams here. These guys are healers here for the Corgi, and these guys essentially make sure no one else does anything. My Corgi's pretty lethal, so she'll take out basically everybody with this kind of lineup. One of the places that she won't be great in, potentially, is actually Expedition. So depending at what stage you're in, so right now these tunes are 104, but if you're doing Ludicrous or the one level down, the tunes get to much higher levels much faster. So her utility there becomes limited because she's still great as the debuff enhancer for Bone Dragon or Kraken or any of the other debuff folks. However, she's not great against characters that are a much higher level, which you will see in Expedition. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this Toon profile of Spirit Wolf. She's certainly one of my favorites, and I think you can really use her amazingly well to make sure your teams don't get their butts kicked in Coliseum as well as many other places. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this Toon profile. This is ErgotProxy's signing out, and if you like the content, please do subscribe.